What are the most common styles of homes you see in Northern Virginia?
Well, we've got the Colonial, Cape Cod, Rambler, split foyer, split level, and a bi-level. Just to kind of break those down real quick.
Blah, blah, blah. Proper name, place name, backstory stuff.
Great. I think I got it, but just in case, tell me the whole thing again. I wasn't listening.
A Colonial is typically when you walk in on the main level and you've got all the bedrooms upstairs. So 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on the upstairs level. On the main level, you got the dining room, kitchen, family room, living room type of space. And that's usually where the garage would be if there is one. And then some Colonials have a basement, not all do, but that's the Colonial style.
And with the Rambler, you're actually walking into your main level. And with the Rambler, which is also one of the more popular floor plans, you're walking into your main level where you'll find a dining, living, kitchen, and oftentimes, most times you have bedrooms on that level as well. So the majority of your living space is on that first level. If the home has a basement, it's gonna be a full basement where you'll find rec room, additional beds, baths, and your mechanicals. One quick fact about Ramblers, I moved here from Hampton Roads. If it doesn't have a basement, in other areas it's called a ranch versus a Rambler. But I'd say 90% plus of the homes here locally are Ramblers that have a full basement.
Yep. And then we've got the split foyer where you walk in and you have to make a decision. Am I walking up 5 stairs or am I walking down 5 stairs? If you walk up, what you tend to find is the kitchen, living room, dining room, bedrooms and baths. And then downstairs you usually have a big open rec room, maybe another bedroom and bath, and typically the mechanicals and a storage room.
Then you got the split level. Split levels, you walk into your main level, so you're typically gonna find a living room, dining room, kitchen, and then you walk a few steps past the front entrance, you're gonna have a split going up and down, unlike the split foyer when you kind of get that immediately. And then from there, you're gonna go up to your bedroom level and you're gonna go down to either 1 and sometimes 2 basements here with a sub basement as well. So living space on the main, similar to Colonial, but it's split in half versus a full set of stairs.
Yep.
And then don't forget about the bi-level.
The bi-level, and then you got the Cape Cod. But the bi-level, that is where you walk in and you are on the floor ground, the basement level. You're basically walking into your basement. You typically have a family room, mechanicals, probably a bathroom, maybe a bedroom, and then you walk up a full flight of stairs to the main living space where you have your kitchen, dining room, living room, the primary bedroom, secondary bedrooms, and usually 2, whatever bathrooms are up there as well to accommodate those bedrooms. But you walk in basically on the ground floor, the basement level, into what the basement really is, and then you have to go up to the kitchen and the main living space of the home.
And then you've got, last but not least, the Cape Cod. Think about a Colonial that's pitched like this, and essentially you've got a steep pitch Colonial. And what that means is you're gonna have your main level living space on the main level, but unlike a Colonial, you typically are gonna find 1 or 2 bedrooms on that main level as well. And you still have your living, kitchen, living spaces. Then you go up normally a steeper set of stairs. And when you get upstairs, you probably find 2 or 3 bedrooms, and they're gonna be steep pitch, which means they're great for kids, not always great for tall people, but you do have finished space up there. And you look at it from the outside, it's gonna be a much steeper pitch roof. 9 times out of 10, those Cape Cods also have full basements, much like a Colonial, where you'll find rec room, living space, and mechanicals.